there's enough for everyone.
Since it's trending, I guess I will talk about it. If you were unaware, the viral topic on social media right now is black men, violence, rap music. It's interesting how all of a sudden woke people are so outspoken right now when it comes to black men, rap music, and violence. The trendy topic right now is to speak out against black men and their violent behavior and their violent music. It's interesting that all of a sudden we have so many spokespersons come out and speak against the violence that we are enduring within the black community. My question is, where have you been? This is just another trend, so don't get caught up in it, but I will speak about it. Black men being violent in rap music, something that I have been speaking out against for years on my channel. So much so that I have gotten bashed, called a man hater.
Oh, you don't like black men. You don't like the black man.
I hold the black man accountable. Some of y'all can't handle it.
Sounds like a you problem, but now we got the whole world in our business. Isn't it lovely? So many other black female content creators have been talking about this for a while. Black female content creators have been trying to bring this issue to light. It took a rapper losing his life. It took multiple rappers losing their lives for people to actually say, hey, something's not right here. Unfortunately, when it comes to the black community, the black woman's life does not matter, only the black man. This is why a lot of black female content creators have been trying to bring the black femicide issue to light. But of course, it takes black men unaliving each other to bring the issue to the forefront. I'm gonna start with Tina Knowles' documentary, The Black Man, and how tone deaf it truly was.
We already know that our men are not dangerous and that they are good fathers and all of these things. Who needs to see it are the people that are at home, the white people who don't understand that that is so.
For years, Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles, kept a very low profile and rarely gave interviews or spoke about her family in public. Well, it looks like that's about to change because Tina's got a new project to promote, and she recently made some comments about her son-in-law, Jay-Z, that didn't sit right with a lot of Beyonce's fans. Not only are fans now dragging Tina for being tone deaf, but they're also saying her public statements could hurt Beyonce's reputation and her career in the long run. So what exactly did Tina say about Jay-Z, and why are fans calling her a hypocrite? See, Tina Knowles is currently promoting a new docuseries that she produced called Profiled, The Black Man. This series examines the origins of the widespread stereotypes that have permeated society and impacted the lives of black men in America for centuries. Profiled, The Black Man was created in partnership with the Oprah Winfrey Network, and it premiered on Saturday, February 12th, exclusively on Discovery+. And on Thursday, February 10th, Tina appeared on CBS Mornings, hosted by Gayle King, and addressed an incident she talked about in her new docuseries, involving a nosy white woman who confronted her about letting Beyonce marry a gangster rapper.
I can remember getting on a plane and an older white woman saying, oh, your son is a gangster rapper, right? How did you let him marry your daughter? And it was just shocking to me. And I said, no, actually, my son is a CEO.
Tina then told Gayle that the reason so many people stereotype black men like Jay-Z is because of the way the media portrays them.
She didn't think of him as a CEO or even a talented celebrity that, was a great businessman. And at that time, I remember thinking, I can't be mad at her because that is what the media portrays.
She also explained that the goal of her new docuseries is to debunk those stereotypes and show positive examples of black men.
So your goal here is what exactly? Absolutely to debunk those stereotypes that our men are dangerous. They could be a judge. They have no idea, but because it's a black man, especially if they're of some stature, that they're dangerous.
Tina's words resonated with many fans, and they praised her for speaking up about such an important issue. But see, these fans are in the minority. The majority of those who watch Tina's docuseries and her interview on CBS are actually saying she's the one perpetuating dangerous stereotypes. See, a lot of black women have correctly pointed out how this documentary is completely tone-deaf and insensitive to the plight of black women. According to statistics released by the FBI in September 2021, at least 4 black women and girls were murdered per day in the United States in 2020.
It's so interesting to me how so much has changed in such a short period of time that the conversation is now being reverted back to black men and how they are violent and how they have anger issues and how they are also listening to music.
All right, I didn't think she would go that damn long, but you get the gist of it. It's this fake outcry. It's this kind of fake outcry that a lot of people are doing over this whole take off death Vigo situation. And honestly, I really don't care for it. I'm not really even trying to talk about it. I don't need to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. But I'm only doing an indirect response to the situation when it comes to now all of a sudden, and you can tell this woman's coked out. And you kind of have to forgive Yanni, because she is, an alleged rape victim. According to her story, she was in corporate America, I think during an internship, and her white boss cornered her, raped her, allegedly. And her black, I think it was her brother. It was either her brother, I'm pretty sure it was her brother, but I think it was multiple black men questioned if it really happened. She felt betrayed. So this is why she does these little bug-eyed tirades on how much she hates black men. Honestly, I really don't even really care. It's a cry for help, and it really does show you that a lot of these so-called pretty girls, these typical girls that ignore the educated lame, these chicks are not as well put together as you would think. So don't fray about over, these black women not wanting you. And really, them not wanting you is probably more of a favor to your life than, what most people would think. Sorry, I'm trying to read something. So, anyways. So yesterday, a YouTuber name that goes by LayTV or LEATV made a video that she now got taken down about educated lames. And she titled it the way I think educated lames are the most dangerous. And basically it was a random guy on TikTok who was talking about nice guy tactics. I came into the video when I just debunked it. I was like, okay, first of all, the guy is saying is talking about people who use nice guy tactics. Anybody can use nice guy tactics. It is not something that is specifically or only anonymous to educated lanes, but anybody can do it. Anybody can be the nice guy. And this dude was not using EL And I really get tired of having to reiterate, the definition of an EL. I'm tired of people just using like rappers or like Russell Wilson or these guys who just do the stereotypical black male thing, which is play sports, rap, dance, but they're not mainstream. They're alternative. It's like, I don't care if they're alternative or mainstream. I have a strict definition of EL of what an EL is. You know what an EL is. So I'm tired of people trying to change the black women, especially trying to change the goalposts, because they're noticing that I'm in their panels and chats, and I'm quizzing. I'm not really quizzing. I'm just saying, hey, if these guys of men you're talking about are so bad, the thugs, the players, the athletes, and all them, why don't you date non-select ELs? And black women will do the most, and just like LayTV, just like what she did, she just ended up using a video that had nothing to do with ELs, and then try to say that ELs are the most dangerous. And I was like, whoa, you better be careful now, because what proof do you have to say that we're the most dangerous? 9 times out of 10 when I watch Channel 5 news of, the typical domestic violence situation in the black community, most of the time it's with black women. And then even if it's with a dude, it's usually the typical Ray Ray and Pookie. Yes, we had a couple incidences where it's a professional class, working class EL, non-select dude who just so happens to be married and he just couldn't take it anymore. But it's rare. It's rare. It's rare. You won't even. It's rare. Black women have no fear of rejecting ELs. Why? Because we don't do anything about it. We can take it. We can just say, okay, fine. She doesn't want to deal with us. Fine. Okay, let's just move on. We're not doing this bullshit to where, we're pulling a gun out, or we're trying to fight somebody. Oh, hey, if the girl don't want to deal with you, she don't want to deal with you. It's like, hey, it's an everyday thing. Like, we can take rejections. The people who can't take rejections are the dudes who have this ego and this God complex that, oh man, that's fucked up. I never had anybody turn me down. Why are you turning me down? I have good sex. The sex is good. Why the fuck you turning me down? It's those guys. It's the guys who are too used to having women around them that are the most dangerous. It's not the guys who have the least amount of women. And black women have always done this shit. I remember when the Elliot Rogers situation came out, and then black women, these divestors, they try to like sneak in and pussyfoot blame educated lames for what Elliot Rogers did. And I remember the article. It was like, yes, even though Elliot Rogers was white, we in the black community, niggas always have to find some way to make a non-black situation about them. And the article was like, oh yes, there's black Elliot Rogers in the black community. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, come on, man. We're not contributing to black femicide. We're not attribute. How can we attribute to all these negative? Because majority of the time, when it comes to these situations or these interactions with black women, 9 times out of 10, you need to be in a relationship with them. We're not They don't date us. They don't have our kids. They don't have sex with us. They don't show us off on TikTok. They don't like being around us. They don't find us attractive. There's so many don'ts that they see in us to where like it's nearly impossible to say that we're the most dangerous towards you guys. And nobody, none of us has hurt you. It's funny how ELs has been on YouTube for 10 years, over a decade, and even with the growth of the manosphere, MGTOW, and all these other factions on the YouTube sector, there has never been a mainstream or a large attack on black women, especially by an EL or some fringe black man who was out to kill black women, and he's seen as an EL. There's no black equivalents to Elliot Rodgers. There's no black equivalents to any of these incel nut jobs killing people. ELs are not running around throwing acid on women's faces on that Indian shit motherfuckers do because we got rejected. We ain't doing that. We ain't walking around with acid in our pockets. We ain't burning your hair. We ain't doing any of this harmful bullshit. But somehow we're the most dangerous. Don't date us. You don't have sex with us, but we're the most dangerous. And I've actually heard black women even say like, "Yeah, I'd rather take abuse than be with your ass." I'm like, what? Black women really. The thing is that black women they hate ELs because they don't have a good reason to hate us, and they have to make a villain out of us. So they ended up so they latch on to these talking points that ELs they're terrible people, they're evil and all this shit. They can't take rejection, but we've been so nice and pleasant in the background. It's like you can't say that we're the ones hurting you. Most of these crazy ass niggas whooping your asses, killing y'all are not ELs. They're not the educated lame, which is the 5'5" dude who weighs less than 200 pounds. The kid that reads a lot, the kid that probably comes from a 2-parent household, the anime kid, they're not hurting you. And black women have to like blame us. They have to find some way to hate us because they don't like that we're coming up with good reasons on why we're the shit. While we're the best choice. They don't want to admit it. Because in their mind, they feel like, hey, if they accept us, they're settling. And black women, black women hate settling on looks because they feel like it robs them of their sexuality. And there's another issue that in the West is that black men with glasses, we're the bad guys. We're my bad. I'm really fucking up. Shit. Trying to see something. What time? 5:00. Damn. All right. They have to. They always they don't like us. They have to make us the bad guys. They have to do all of this shit because they want to be lonely. They want to keep dating Thuggo and then keep blaming this ambiguous large umbrella of the black community and then say, oh well, there's no good black men. And then when we show them the EL, we show them the good black men who are in school or in professional jobs. Now all of a sudden they're doing the bullshit. Well, it's not about you being educated. Oh, well, it's not about you living in a nice neighborhood. Oh, it's not about you in your proximity to whiteness. Oh, it's not about you and your money. It's not about you and how different you are from other black men or other black people. It's a bit. There's a bigger picture. It's about your personality. It's about your confidence. It's just that I can't with it, you know. But you can put up with so much shit from Pookie. You can put up so much shit from these other dudes. But you have the weakest endurance to date an EL. The black woman who fronts and throts her own stupid ass about how independent she is, about how strong she is, and how much she ain't a weak pushover like them white bitches. Yeah, she's so afraid to date an EL. She's so afraid because of her friends, because of what her female friends would think of her. They have zero confidence. They don't want to be happy. They don't want to be safe, and they are living their own worst nightmares by choice. Hey, your body, your choice. Okay, hey, fine, all right, cool. You don't want to deal with us? We'll go somewhere else. We ain't missing you. We're not begging for you to come. I already know black women aren't coming to ELs. I don't care if. What happens? There's nothing that black women want to do with us. And the point that I was trying to make earlier was that in the West or in America, we live in a society to where, you know, men with glasses are pretty much seen as evil, creeps, losers, and a lot of these negative annotations that come synonymous with sexual deviancy. And so, you know, we live in this Disney society to where beauty or attractiveness is more equated to being good and benevolent versus, you know, someone who's non-select, unattractive. That's viewed upon as, you know, as malice. It's bad. It's evil. And and that's the thing. I've always noticed this with black women is that fear of the unknown. That's why they don't date ELs, because they don't know. They don't know what we like. They don't know anything about us. So to quench their confusion or their non-interest in dating us, they come up with all of these irrational thoughts on our flaws. That's why they're so quick to tell you about how you're not confident. Meanwhile, you're acing tests. Yeah, you have good test scores. You know, you're smart, you're intelligent, you have a good job. People rely on you for intelligence, mentorship. You earn respect. But black women will never appreciate that respect because, oh well, that bullshit don't apply to the streets. Them books you reading and shit, that don't apply to the streets. And you know, I want a man that when we go to the club, like they respect us. They respect us because they know who you are. I'm like, okay, I'm like, okay, like why would? And that's the thing. It's club politics. Because if when it comes to white folks, black folks are so quick to tell us to say, oh, white folks, they have it together financially and all this shit, and that black folks, we waste so much money on clothes, and the white man could wear the dingiest clothes and he could be a millionaire. Meanwhile, if I wore the same shit as the white man who's a millionaire, people would say I'm dusty, broke, and all this crazy shit because I ain't wearing name brand clothes. But when the white man does it, you respect him more because just because of his whiteness. If I wear the same damn goofy clothes he wears, all of a sudden I'm broke. I don't got bitches. I'm lame. I gotta readjust myself, even if you're making good money. All right, I'm back. So black women have to make all of these excuses on why they can't date you, they can't have sex with you, they can't do nothing with you. And I'll probably say in my experiences, they like to blame. Like confidence, but yeah, that's like the typical thing. It annoys me to death. And when I was in college, I got so annoyed with black women like being so extra and pretending that they know me. And I'm like, hey, you guys don't know me. I have my doors, they're open. I'm willing to meet anybody. I'm free. Get to know me. And nobody was interested. But they had a lot to say. Oh, you just don't have you just don't have confidence. It's like get to know them, because what a lot of people like to do is just say, to tell educated lame that you're just not confident. Oh, you don't know how to talk to girls. Well, when black women show zero interest in you and they're acting like complete bitches all the time, like what do you expect? But hey, I came in good, and black women, with their arrogance, they didn't want to fuck with me. So fine, okay, cool. You notice how there was nothing. Nobody got hurt. No one got their hands put on them. No black woman was harmed in the making of my existence or my confirmation to MGTOW and my. Nobody was hurt. So where are you learning this fake fear of the EL? Where are you learning this?
Music that encourages them to be that way. They listen to these lyrics on a daily basis. It's so interesting how the conversation, the narration of this subject has now changed, all because of a video that was uploaded to social media.
I'm telling you, man, this the reason why I be hating niggas, man. I'm telling you, man. It just be us. I be hating niggas, man.
Just want to let all the celebrities know, nigga. Y'all don't care about regular people.
Oh, so in my take with all this bullshit about black men are tired of each other and black women are not trying to piggyback on how they're tired of us. And all I have to say is this, why weren't you fucking with the EL? Because we don't deal with this bullshit. I mean, how many ELs are beaten up in Chicago or getting their asses whooped, as adults? I ain't talking about school. I understand people get bullied in high school, in grade school and all that shit. I'm talking about outside of school. Where are the ELs getting their ass whooped? Where are the ELs, getting robbed in strip clubs and being shot at dice games and all that shit? Don't happen. They don't happen. So if you're gonna cry about safety, you're gonna bitch about how nobody's protecting you, why don't you come to the greener pastures, you know? Get with an EL, you know? I've never had to worry about half the shit niggas in America have to worry. Maybe it's a privilege, but I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. I went to the same grade school as any nigga who didn't come out to be shit in Georgia, just like everybody else. Are you interested, black woman? Are you interested in living a kosher life? You keep crying about you're gonna run to the white man, and you guys can't even do that. So, where are you gonna go now? Where are you gonna go? You don't want me. You don't want the EL. Can't get the white man. Can't get the other racist man. So where are you gonna go for protection? Where are you gonna go for that kosher lifestyle? It's funny how the very people you were making fun of a couple years ago, all of a sudden now you wanna emulate them. Now you wanna learn different types of music and new genres, cause you're tired of rap and you're tired of niggas and all that shit. Making fun of that same dude a couple years ago for having that type of interest. Now you want to be alternative and listen to K-pop and all that shit.
So I get what this bitch ass nigga get the kids saying.
Fuck it. I didn't really have much to say. I'm kind of sorry about that.